Hey guys, good morning. So it's day 2 of our challenge. If you saw my post about an hour ago when I planned to go live, someone right here had trapped me in bed. He is teething and good job, Zay. Teething and it's just I was trapped. So if you're a mom, you get it. So our current situation is we're an hour late. We've got Puppy over here. We've got Elmo and some cereal over here. But we're still going to get our challenge on. So I'm just going to scooch the noise a little bit. So then if you make little noises, the recording's not too bad. So thank you for those of you who might have been up at 6, who were here checking in. If you're here for the first time, know that it's day 2 of our challenge. So what day 2 is going through our evening routines. Now, if you were here yesterday for day 1, we talked about a morning routine and how I firmly believe the morning routine is the #1 thing to set up your day for success and to take and conquer that extra time. Now, yesterday's challenge went out an email. If you didn't sign up an email, it's in the link here, but what you can do is you can sign up and you'll get email alerts. If you missed yesterday, I have a link to my site where you can watch yesterday's video, look at all the assignments, and get all the bonus offers. So don't even worry about it if you're behind. That is available for you. But you're going to want to head to our Facebook group because that's where we're going to have a conversation. I go live around 1:30 to when they go to nap. On top of it, you can win a ticket to the Purpose Driven Mom Summit, which is a virtual conference with 20 other mom influencers who are sharing tips on all things mom, and I'm expanding this topic on routines. So if you complete all 5 assignments, you get a chance to win. So yesterday's assignment already up, but you can get caught up. Good morning, Lisa. So head over to get that, and then today's assignment will also be in that group, but it will be going out to email within the morning. As soon as I can get it downloaded and the email's already written, I just have to upload this video. So you have a little bit of time. You go to purposedrivenmom.com/conquer challenge and you can get all the stuff in emails. In the emails, I have some extra links. I have all the printables and extra bonuses. So you want to make sure that you sign up for that. And I'll just put it in the comments, even though it's up in the description. If you're watching this at this moment, you can click on it and get it. And you can jump in our challenge anytime you want. It's okay if you're late. But know that if you want to win the ticket to the summit, all assignments must be completed by Saturday morning. So it's good to just stay on top of it, okay? So yesterday we dreamed about our morning routine. We talked about an ideal morning, what things would be like for us. The other part of setting yourself up for success is the evening routine. I call them your bookends, right? Because you can't control what happens in the middle of your day. Heck, I couldn't control my morning with little teether over here. Literally every time I tried to get us out of bed, I was like, and he would be like, like reaching for some milk. So it just like didn't happen. But 99% of the time, like the morning and the evening, those are your times. Okay. Good morning, Jessica. It's actually nice, guys. I'll say doing the lives an hour later because people are actually on. Yesterday, I feel like I had like one person on because it was so early, but I much prefer it because right now I'm trying to check out and see what dude's doing over here and she's doing over there. But not the point. So hopefully you were able to grab your morning routine, but you need to set yourself up for success with an evening routine because an evening routine allows you to have an effective morning routine. When I do all my things at night, and I'm not going to lie, I am like nose deep in work right now. Yeah, nose deep. And so like I'm going to bed after midnight and getting up early when I can, and a lot of my evening routine things are neglected, and I'm going to be like so real with you. I'm going to show you what happens when you don't do an evening routine. Can you see my kitchen? Can you see how far that way? Do you see that sink? That is my sink because I didn't do my evening routine, which means I woke up and it's, part of my morning routine is taking action on emptying the dishes. Yeah, you're okay. I didn't even load it, and now I feel behind already. You can see in this corner, I'm being real with y'all right now. See that? That's like 3 loads of laundry that I was supposed to fold last night. Didn't happen. So now my morning routine is like, what am I doing, right? And that's why an evening routine is clutch, y'all. An evening routine really sets you up to wake up with intention. When I do my evening routine well, I wake up and I'm like 5 a.m. is not that bad when my evening routine is done because I don't feel like the dread. When I have to walk downstairs and see a sink full of dishes, what is the first thing you do? right? Like, y'all, you don't want to do it. And a lot of times I've been lucky. So my husband, we're both doing the 80-day obsession program together. He works out in the morning and I work out at night. And so he gets up around 3:30 so he can do his prayers, do his breakfast pre-workout meal, and then he waits like a half hour, 40 minutes before working out. And so sometimes he doesn't have like anything to do, so he empties the dishes from the night before, which is great. It's so nice. It takes it off my plate. But today was a day where it didn't happen. I mean, maybe he slept until like 4 or something, or 4:30, like crazy man, right? So I have to do it, so I'm behind. So when you structure, like I said, your morning routine should have 3 parts: silence, intention, and action. Now your evening routine is going to go backwards. In action, intention, and silence. Okay, so see how those kind of bookend in. So the actions that you need to take are the ones you need to do. Does that taste good? Take that out of your mouth. Are the ones you need to take to really set up your spinach eggs. For 1 minute, okay, baby? Really set up your morning. So the actions I do are ones that help me kind of clean up. So my evening routine suggestions, number 1 is going to be to load your dishwasher. No matter what other actions you take to set yourself up for success, one of the first things I do is I load my dishes and like get that done. During the day, I'm loading the dishwasher because in the morning I empty it, right? So all day, I'm loading it after each meal, when it's breakfast cleanup, when it's lunch cleanup. So I don't get to the end of the day and my sink looks like that. Yesterday was a day where we did a lot of baking, so it was like a double, triple dishwasher day. So I always load it. I do run my appliances at night. I know some people don't like to do that, but I do. Not my dryer. I don't like that one. That freaks me out a little. But my dishwasher, I will. So I always do that because I feel like waking up with a decluttered sink makes me feel peaceful, right? Like outer order leads to inner calm. That's what I always say. And so the one recommendation I'll give you, because then you can wake up and do it. So did Elmo go away? Okay, let me see. So, sorry guys, like I said, if I did this at 6, we'd be a lot more streamlined, but you guys are on with me live, so you get to see this is what it really looks like when I work when the kids are up, which is why I don't, which is why I only work when they nap. But I had you guys to hold me accountable to do the video, so bless you. So anywho, the other things that I do is I make all the meals for the next day. Now I do a bulk prep on Sunday where we make Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's worth of foods. And then on Wednesday, I make Thursday, Friday, Saturday's worth of food. So that's kind of how I do it, so that 1, we don't run out of Tupperware, and 2, stuff doesn't get like gross and wilty. So I basically can just pull out the salads. I pack my husband's lunch. I can pack my husband's lunch. If I need to pack snacks, so my stepson, he gets school lunch, so I just have to pack a snack. My other kids don't go to school. But I pack my own meals. I make sure, here, give me, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. So I make sure that I pack my own meals so that they're all good to go. If I have to take something out of the freezer so that we have food for the next day, I love to freezer cook. So a lot of times what I'll do is I will, pull the dinner out so I can defrost, okay? Because there's nothing worse than being like, oh, I'm going to make this crock pot meal for dinner, and then you're like, I didn't take it out. Like, I mean, if you have an Instapot, maybe you don't deal with that. I do not have an Instapot, though I did just get an air fryer. I don't know how to really use it yet. We made French fries yesterday, but side note. Okay, the other action steps that are then just easy, important ones to me, because again, it goes action, intention, silence. I'm done with those things. I wipe my counters and I take out any trash. That's like super easy. It doesn't take very long to do. That whole part of the routine is 10, 15 minutes. I always do it after my workout because I work out when the kids go to bed. What I'm doing at that time though is I put on a podcast. So I listen to some personal growth and some personal development, and I put on a podcast so that I can just kind of like make the time go faster and learn and get my head in a good space. So while that goes, the podcast makes it so easy because I could do it in a 10-minute podcast, get it all done. Now, the other things that I do that are action so those things I always do. But these ones I attempt really hard to do, and I would recommend as well. I do a 15-minute cleanup every night. And so all that is I put a 15-minute timer on my phone, and I just straighten up. And it doesn't matter what room I feel like going in. I just like walk through the house. I normally do the playroom. I'll pick up some extra toys. I've started this new habit. Is that tasty? I started this new habit where I don't ever leave a room empty-handed. So if I'm going, like, for example, this thing is sitting here, right? It needs to go in the playroom. I take it in the playroom. When I leave the playroom, I might take some dirty diapers that are in there, bring them in the kitchen to throw away. You know, I always have something, but I do a 15-minute pickup. I just, again, put a timer on. When 15 minutes is up, if I want to keep going, that tasty? It's eating hardcore. I keep going, or I don't, you know, or I stop. So come up with the actions that are going to make you feel successful when you wake up in the morning. Come up with the actions that are going to make you feel like, I woke up and I feel good, okay? Now, the second part of this, again, it's backwards. Our morning routine, I'm going to keep saying it, is silence, intention, action. Our evening routine is intention, action, action, intention, silence. So the intention part for me then is I then go to my planner. I look at the daily tasks from today. I look at the appointments I have for tomorrow. I go through and I move anything that didn't get done, because there's always something. I add anything I have to do so I don't forget it. And I go through a large task list that I make on Sundays, and I pick a couple items, those 3 items, and I make, remember I said I do like an hour of work in the morning, which I didn't get to do this morning. So what I do is, I'm sorry for all the noise, guys. He's just eating, this guy, those little things that he's like teasing so bad. But so I pick my item so I know what I'm doing. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm not going like, oh, I know I'm supposed to be doing something. You know, like, what am I doing right now? Where's my coffee? Like, you know, I'm just doing it. It becomes routine and habit. And so for me, that's awesome because I get that done. I know what I'm doing in the morning. My end of the day is my silence, and that's my prayer. And so I'm trying to get really better at this. I was at an online conference. Yes, are you done? I was at an online conference, and one of the presenters, I think it was Marcy Farrell, she recommended making a prayer box. And a prayer box helps you organize your prayer time. It kind of looks like a recipe box. And so it'll say, like, on Mondays, you pray for your neighbors. On Tuesdays, you pray for your families. On Wednesdays, you pray for your church or whatever. And then you could put little, like, index cards in there for who you're praying for. Because I pray all day, right? I am a mom of littles. I'm always like, Jesus, take the wheel. Like, Lord, give me patience. Even Ari will be like, Jesus, help mommy. Like, she knows. Like, that's real. And I pray in the mornings, right? I thank the Lord for waking me up and for my family, and I, you know, have a conversation. But I want to start getting better at my habit of praying in the evenings for other people. So I want to close up my day in Thanksgiving because I'm just thankful for all the Lord has given me. But I want to pray for others. And that's when I do at night. And I like to sit and go through whatever day it is, pull out the prayers, and pray for the specific people. And it's a really cool habit. I'm really going to really adapt more because I've done it a few times, but I'm going to really put it in the routine for April because I can write down people's prayer requests. People ask me all the time to pray for them. You see it on Facebook. You know, you might be somewhere and there's a prayer request. But if I don't write it down, I might forget to do it. Or I do it in the moment a lot of times. Like, I'll just be like, God, help, you know. But I want to pray more intentionally, and then I can follow up with them. I could follow up and ask them how that went. So I end my day in prayer, and then I go and I read. And I read some personal development and growth. And then if I'm not exhausted, I'll, like, scroll my Instagram stories because I am obsessed with Instagram stories. It's like watching TV in other people's lives. I love it. I think it's so much fun. So because I don't watch a lot of actual TV, so Insta Stories is my TV. But so I'll do that, and then I'll also, just a caveat for me personally. So my actual schedule is I work out. So the kids go to bed around 7:45, 8. I work out from 8 to 9. From 9 to 10 is when I'm showering, eating my post-workout meal, which I know seems late, but when you work out late, it just kind of works out, and really helps me feel full because I don't eat my first meal till about 9 a.m. And doing my evening routine, right? That's all I'm doing in that hour. And then from 10 to 11, I work, and I do whatever work is kind of left on my to-do list for the day, whatever work needs to get done. This week, I have a lot, so I'm up from maybe 10 to midnight doing it, or 10 to 1. Like, you know, I have a lot to do to prepare for this virtual mom summit. So I hope you're coming. A lot of heart is being put into this. And I'll put the link so you can check that out too. But so that's kind of that, and then I do my prayers and go to bed. That's kind of how I have it set up. Let me move this, and then I want to close out with an assignment for today. So I've kind of gone over the 3 steps of making your morning routine, and I know you're like, wait, I was supposed to do this good morning, Jean? To conquer my time, but trust me, All right, here you go, links in. Trust me when I say that when you have your successful evening routine, you're setting yourself for a good morning routine, which will save you time in the long run, okay? So you're not in the morning just trying to like make your breakfast, make your lunches, clean up, like, it's really helpful. So today I'm gonna put in your email, and it will probably happen sometime between now and 9. The emails will go out with this video along with the link from yesterday if you missed day 1, some links of things I talked about in today's video, some bonuses, a evening routine template so that you can set up your evening routine. There's a sample that I use and a blank checklist that you can do if you want one for yourself. And there's a reflection guide so that you can complete the assignment, which is to join and create your evening routine. Oh, good morning, Braid. Thanks for joining. I see people popping on and off, but Facebook only lets me know randomly like who it is. So if I didn't say hi to you, I am so worried. And if you're watching the recording and you're not on Facebook, hello as well. So in the guide, it's going to have you walk you through how to create an evening routine that fuels your day. So you make sure you check that out. And that will be coming out, like I said, by 9 o'clock. So if you've not signed up for the challenge, you go to apurposedrivenmom.com/conquer-challenge, and you'll get yesterday's email and today's. And if you make sure that you submit your assignments in our Facebook group, facebook.com, I'll type that one too. It's in the thing, facebook.com/groups/findYourAwesome. And again, all of that is linked here. And if you're in the email, the link is there as well. And if you submit, I'm picking one person who submits for the week, their assignments, a free ticket to the summit. And so if you already have your ticket, you can gift it to someone else. You see your brother. But otherwise, come and get it. Come and join our community. So I think that is it for today. This has been a little chaotic. Like I said, I'm sorry I wasn't on at 6 as promised, but somebody didn't want to let us get out of bed. So we had to stay in bed. It wasn't you. You wanted us to get out of bed. So it's kind of chaotic, but you guys are my people. You understand that this is real, and hopefully you give me a little bit of grace in the real life, and it helps you. So we will talk to you later. Goodbye from the Harveys. Say goodbye. Bye. Bye. All right. Bye, guys. Have a great Tuesday. Stay safe in the snow.